Hello, this is Chris with Connected Home Incorporated, and we want to do a quick video to show you the door lock functions using an Elan Home Automation System and a Yale Door Lock. For the door lock itself, it is listed under Security on Elan, so we'll just click on our Security tab, and here we see our door lock. I, for our showroom, have named it Demo Lock, but in your own homes you may have it named front door or back door or whatever door it may be on. From this one screen, we can already tell that the door is locked. We can tell that because this icon is blue. If it was unlocked, the icon would be gray, like the security system here that's disarmed. So if I was to press the unlock button right here, you'll see it'll show that it goes to gray, and our door lock just unlocked. So now we are gray, and we know that we are unlocked. I can do the same thing in reverse here and press the lock button, and that will lock our door lock. Now that's good for quick functions, but if I really want to get to the details and the history of everything that's happened, I can just click on the icon itself, and that will show me the full history of everything and what was used to unlock or lock the door. I still have my lock and unlock buttons up here, and I have my battery percentage. But you'll see under the event log, I can tell if I unlocked it from the controller, meaning the Elan system, so using the app or one of your touch panels, or secured by the keypad, meaning the buttons on the front of the door lock. Secured or unsecured by manual means the actual key or turning the knob that's on the inside. You'll see now that just popped up, unsecured by manual, when I turned the key. And furthermore, if I give individuals their own code, I can see when their code was used to unlock the door. So right now I am unlocked, but if I lock my door, it's going to pop up and say secured by manual. And if I unlock it using my door code, and to unlock with the door code, you just enter the 4-digit code and then press star. You'll see it says unsecured by Chris. So using it is pretty simple. Viewing the history of it, very simple. The next thing we want to know is how to add more user codes to the door lock. So to do that, there's a few steps involved, and that's why we want to make this video. So we're going to press the little G icon here that go all the way back to our home page. On our home page, we have this settings button here. Press that and enter the settings code that you have chosen and we've already programmed in there. I'm going to enter mine real quick, and that brings you to the settings for the system. Under here, you can see already that we have manage users and door lock settings. Well, the first thing we want to do before we add a new code is we want to make the user that code's going to be associated with. So we go to manage users, and I've got a few kind of demo ones in here right now, but we're going to make another test one here. So I'm just going to hit add down at the bottom, and it just asks you to type in the code. So let's call this new user Jim. So enter the code, and then we can just press return. So now we have Jim down here, and once we click on his name to highlight it, then down at the bottom we have these two settings to either rename it or go to its settings. So we're going to go to settings, and these are our different user settings. So a couple things to, that we'll cover while we're in this same settings screen. Remote access password. This is the password that this individual would use to sign into the Elan system using the app. So when they're not at the house, let's say they're at the office and they want to sign into their system, that's the code they would use to sign in. If you wanted to change that, you could just press set, change it to whatever you wanted it to be, and hit return. For door locks, we're concerned about the local access passcode. That is the door lock passcode, the local access passcode. So we just press set, and we're going to choose a new code for Jim, and Jim's code is going to be 5555. You'd probably want to choose something a little bit more secure, but for our purposes, that's fine. So you enter the code, and then you just push the check mark. Oh, and apparently I used that code from somebody. I've apparently done this demo before. Alright, so we're going to use code 9999 and push OK. Okay, I've used that code as well. Alright, so we're going to use code 2580. There we go. Okay. For this user, I could also change their email address if we're using email alerts to send them alerts from any of the activities in the system. Remote access lets me choose if I want them to actually log in to the app remotely. For the viewer, meaning the app, programming is not for the end user, that is for us as the company to program the system, so you're not going to mess with that. You would either be choosing none or viewer if you wanted them to log in remotely. Again, right now we're just worried about door locks, so all we're worried about is our local access passcode. So we got our local passcode set. I'm just going to press the back arrow here. We see we still got Jim down there on our users. I'm going to press the back arrow again. Alright, so back at our main settings page, now that we've made the user, we want to assign the user to the door lock. So we just go to door lock settings, and here we have user assignments. So we're going to click on user assignments, and we have, I think it's 30 slots. Yep, 30 slots that we can add different users to. And right now I've just got 3 different ones. So I'm going to go to my next available slot, and I'm going to choose Jim. Next thing I want to do is choose what door lock I'm assigning to Jim. So I just hit assign, and I just have the one, but you may have multiple locks, and you can choose if you wanted this individual to access all locks or just a couple of them. But I'm going to enable the door lock that I want, and then I can back out. At this point, those are the only settings I need to worry about, so I'm going to back all the way out. So all we did was we made a user. We gave that user a local access code, and then we assigned that user to the door lock. Now, door locks work off of a wireless technology called Z-Wave. Z-Wave, depending on the house, can sometimes have a slight delay in sending information from the system to the door lock, particularly with adding codes. So when I go into security here and go to demo lock, good, our code's already been sent. You see this little exclamation mark here, that means there's a new alert. So when I click on it, our alert is, just as expected, a user code that's been added. So I've seen this alert now. I don't want to continue to see that exclamation mark on our little icon there, so I just hit clear alerts. Okay, so now if my door was locked, and it should say secured by manual, and I used Jim's code to unlock, which was 2580, and then I press the star, we should get a report back that the door was unsecured by Jim. And that's it. So to add a door lock code, on the home page, go to settings, enter your local settings passcode, go to manage users, add a new user. Once you've made that user, click on settings and give them a local access passcode. Once you've done that, go back to the main settings page and go to door lock settings and user assignments, and assign them to one of the slots and choose what door lock you want to assign them to. And that's it. There's a few steps to it, but once you get the hang of it, you'll be blazing right through it. Again, my name's Chris with Connected Home Incorporated, and if you have any questions whatsoever, you know how to contact me. Thank you.